Hey everyone, it's Jody here, your Wednesday host for FTRealM. I hope you're having a good week. I'm having a good week. I hope that you had a good Halloween also. We had lots of fun dressing up and doing all sorts of shenanigans. I had a good holiday. I had two different costumes, one for work and then one for the bar. So that was kind of fun. Nothing else really new. So I'm going to jump into this week's topic, which is binder reviews. I'm going to give you a couple of binder reviews of the two binders that I did have before having top surgery. So I'm about a year and a half post-op. So I had top surgery June of 2014, at the end of June of 2014. Kind of give you guys a time frame. But within that time frame, I did have two binders that I used. So the first binder that I used is Underworks, and I'm going to post a picture of both of these binders when I'm done talking about them, so you kind of know what I'm talking about. So Underworks, we're kind of familiar with that company. It's typically a highly spoken about in the community, and I picked the tri-top, which was the shorter one, which it goes like, so here's my chest here. It goes to right about here on me, maybe a little bit lower. And so the issues that I had with that binder was, one, I picked white. Always a bad idea. That thing had sweat stains galore, and I still have it somewhere in my house for memories, I guess. I just haven't gotten rid of it. But about 3 to 6 months after having it, it started to roll up on me, and I didn't really care for that, so that kind of sucks. So what I ended up doing is flipping it over the top of itself on both sides, and kind of had more compression. And at that same time, the compression in the chest was starting to go away, so I was starting to really feel self-conscious about my chest because it just looked like a uniboob at that point because the compression was starting to loosen up and stuff. So that kind of sucked. And then by the time I replaced it around 8 to 10 months is when I decided I was done with it because it was just falling apart. Because I have shorter arms, I was either having to pull it up over my head like this, which was kind of a pain at times, especially when I was working out and I was all sweaty. So I'd have to pull it up from the straps, and the straps are kind of sewn together like this, like my shirt I'm wearing. And so they ended up ripping, so I was like sewing them back together, duct taping them, stapling them together. So it didn't last very long at all, and so that really sucks. So if you're looking for a binder that's going to last you quite a bit of time and you're really active with work, school, working out, anything like that, I would not recommend that binder. So moving into the second binder that I bought, oh yeah, and Underworks' binder, tri-top binder that I bought was about $30 or so, give or take some money there. So it's pretty cost efficient binder for what it's worth. And then I bought, so at that time that the binder was falling apart, I bought a binder from Mansculpt, which is the company that's ran by Dr. Garamoni. He created Mansculpt.com. And for those that don't know him, he's a top surgeon in Florida, I do believe, that does top surgeries for trans guys and does some other reconstructive work for trans men and women, but I'm more familiar with him with the surgeries that he does for trans men, like liposuction and like the love handles, midsection, that kind of stuff to make our bodies more masculine. He offers that as well. Anyway, moving back onto the binder. So I bought a binder. This one was actually a longer one. It was about the full length of a tank top, and I really liked that binder. It had a kind of looser material on top. It was still really smooth, everything like that. Looser, it had a 2 layer, so it was a little bit looser on the top, and then the compression was on the second layer. And so that really helped maintain its compression for a lot longer period of time. There was no stitching at the top, which made it really nice if I had to pull it up by its sleeve because I didn't have to worry about ripping it. And with a longer binder, it had some rubber grip on the bottom, on the very bottom of it, on the inside, that would help like have it stay down so it wasn't rolling up all the time. And so once that rubber, I think after 3 or 6 months that I had it, the rubber started to go away. And that was around the time I was preparing for top surgery anyway. And so it kind of sucked after washing it. That rubber stuff did start to peel off. And so it did start to roll up, but the compression was still there. And so to minimize the rolling up, I would either tuck it in my shirt or I would roll it up on itself, just fold it over itself for more compression up top here. And that binder lasted me the rest of the time that before I had top surgery. And then I ended up giving it away to another guy that used to be part of the channel, but he's no longer with us. The only complaint that I had was on the sides. Like, there was a seam that would go straight down here, like on your t-shirt or whatever, that goes straight down. It kind of started coming undone on the sides along those seams, but it wasn't anything really bad. I stitched it together once, and I didn't have a problem with it until I gave it away. And as far as I know, the guy that I gave it to, he doesn't have any issues with it either, so that's super cool. So I would highly recommend Mansculpt. I would also recommend a longer binder for shorter guys. It makes it a little bit easier for us little guys to take it off and on, but that's personal preference. So if you like the shorter binder, hey, keep rocking it. And the other good thing is with the longer one that I did notice is that it helped compress like my love handles that I had and that I still have, but no, they're not as bad. But I mean, I was kind of chubby, you know, when I first started tea and stuff like that, and so it helped minimize like my belly and my love handles, and so I looked a lot thinner and more bulky up top. So that's also a plus. I'm gonna end it here because the video is getting kind of long, and I hope that you guys have a good rest of your week. And oh yeah, the cost of that binder was roughly about the same, maybe a little bit more, maybe $2 or so more, I want to say. It's been a while since I purchased it. So that's it. I'm going to end it here. If you guys have any other questions, let me know, and I will put the links down below. All right? Peace.